Hi, this is Linda Romanello, Editor-in-Chief of Post Magazine, and welcome to Post TV. We are streaming live from the 2018 NAB show floor, and I'm here this morning with Scott Murray from Telestream. Scott, welcome.
Hi, Linda. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good to be here in Las Vegas another year.
Another year, exactly. We have, I think, a milestone here that we need to start out with.
That's right.
It's the Telestream's 20th anniversary.
20 years ago, we were born.
That's quite a bit that you guys have covered over the years.
Right.
Do you want to talk a little bit about, how did you get to where you are now?
Well, Telestream was started by a small team of people, and our CTO, Sean Carnahan, our VP of Engineering, Steve Tilley, and our recently just retired in the last couple months, Dan Castles, they were all founders of the company. And Steve and Sean are still working for the company at this point in time.
Nice, okay.
And it's an amazing story because 20 years ago they had an idea, and it was right at the transition between tape and file-based processing. And so they came up with an idea that was for a product called ClipMail Pro. So you would never have to send a tape across country again. And what they did was they took a file from a tape, created a video file out of it in a certain codec format, and then transferred it over the brand new internet or private networking to a destination where they they decomposed the file and put it onto a tape. That became a way to send tapes without actually sending them through the mail. So you could deliver them much, much faster. And the fascinating thing about that was that became the precursor for all of the file-based video processing that exists today inside Telestream. The core technology that they discovered and how to exploit using transcoding capabilities in all kinds of different codec formats is the heart and soul of what Vantage is capable of doing now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fascinating story on how the products have evolved to support not only automation and workflow, but being able to support the plethora of codecs that continue to evolve throughout the industry.
And I know I'm aging myself, but I remember the introduction, the early introduction the 20 years ago, and I was like, wow, that is the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's great. They've done a fantastic job. Those guys are awesome.
Have you seen the technology change over the years?
Oh my goodness. Well, what's interesting is, like we talked about, so the tape to file-based processing is the biggest change that's occurred in the industry.
Yeah.
But now what's happened is we continue to get more and more technology codecs and more files. And what's interesting is there's only really two things, the way that consumers are consuming video now. It's either live, like what we're doing right now, but as soon as we stop streaming live, the files are available for on-demand. And so the technology that we have inside Telestream allows people to stream live in addition to creating all the file-based assets that are consumed by HBO and NBC and the Olympics and all this stuff that we're right in the heart and soul of content creation, either in streaming or in live VOD content asset creation.
And Scott, because you're talking to Post Magazine, what are some of the bigger challenges that you see within the Post community?
Well, the Post community has got, time is money. And so it takes a long time to create a program, and it's an art, and whatever we can do to help eliminate mundane processes, then that's our bread and butter. So if you need to create multiple variants of a content, or you need to get content in or out of an Avid ecosystem to create all these variants, we're the guys that are able to do that. So then your creative people in the Post community are able to spend their time doing creative content creation and not worry about doing all the format creation or bringing in all these formats and QCing all this stuff. We automate all of those mundane tasks so the Post people can become creative and use their juices for what they're really meant to do. Okay.
And the company's big news at the show this year, obviously you've got the 20th anniversary.
Yep.
You have solutions for the Avid ecosystem.
Correct, yes.
Anything else that you want to touch on? Is there anything else that you think?
Well, let me just make a point on the Avid ecosystem, because what's really interesting is for small post houses, they may have Avid media composers. There actually is a strong play for having the Vantage to be able to feed content into the media composer, and then after content has been created, to pull out the variants or pull out that content and create all of the, the iPad version and the iPod version and all the versions that need to be created. We also work directly with Interplay, So you can
Okay.
put content into the Interplay Asset Management System. And now at NAB this year, we've got a watch folder capability of the Interplay that allows you to bring content out of the Interplay Asset Management System, so then you can then run through all the automation and create all the variants of all the various different types of assets that you want to create as well. And that's just one of many multiple things, but that's a special one for the Post community.
Right, very nice. You're here on the show floor, SL3316?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so anybody here, if they want to come by and learn
Come
a little
see
bit
us.
more about Telestream, and anybody who's not here at the show floor, if they want to learn a little bit more about the company and your solutions,
Yep.
They can go to the website?
Yep, so come visit us at TelestreamNAB, and there's all kinds of information about solutions, and if you want to get a hold of us, there's phone numbers to call us, you can email us. We're really available and ready to talk to any of the customers about any of the solutions we have.
Fabulous, terrific. Thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate you taking the time out and speaking with Post TV.
Thank you, Linda.
Have a terrific NAB.
Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much.